Tell us your name.
My name is Players White Jr.
And you've been driving for how long?
I've been driving for First Transit since August of '07.
So tell us what happened the day of the tornado. You were sitting in your living room?
I had just gotten off work and I had come home and I was sitting in my great room den there eating, and my wife was over on the couch eating, and we were watching the TV and the news on the television about the storm, you know, and so after a while he said that the storm was headed northeast. So when he said we're headed northeast, I told my wife that's Alberta City and Hope, you know, because that's where we from. So we used the northeast address in both locations, so we knew exactly where northeast were, you know. And probably about 15-20 minutes after he said that, you know, stuff started flying in the yard, landing pieces of a house. Most of the debris is right there on the pile. Well, that started landing in the yard coming out of the tornado before the tornado got here. And a piece landed and 2x and hit that door and bent it in and shattered the glass. A piece hit the kitchen window and broke out one of the kitchen windows, and it brought down several trees. And
show us what happened to the trees.
this pine here came out about 5 or 6 feet past his house and snapped off right at the end, but it went right through the middle of the house and it snapped off right in front of the door. The part that snapped off, and the hickory landed, it missed the house and it landed on the side of the house between the two houses yonder. And I think part of it caught her air conditioning unit. And,
so you and your wife were sitting in the living room, and did you move to another room or a closet?
Yeah, she went into the bathroom there, which I tried to get her to go into the walk-in closet here in the bedroom, but she was afraid of this tree here.
Right.
She always was afraid of this oak and sweet gum right here, because it been leaning ever since we've been here.
So how long did the storm last, do you think?
It lasted about 60 seconds.
60 seconds?
Yeah.
Did it get dark, like night?
Yeah, it got real dark.
Rain?
Real dark, yeah, you know, and you could hear stuff start pelting, you know, real hard and stuff, you know, against the house. And you could hear stuff that pelting against the house, and you could see all kind of debris landing in the yard, you know. I had the shutters open on the door, and I was looking at the 2x and stuff when they were landing. They landed right here in front of that utility, and I was looking at it until that and came and hit the door and shattered the door, and that one hit the kitchen window. And then that one I got up and moved and stuff, you know.
Now after the 60 seconds, was it light again? Was the sun out? Or
Yeah.
like nothing had happened?
Yeah.
But across the street, we're going to look at in a few minutes, there was a lot of damage. Now tell us about your dog. Was out the whole time. What happened? Nothing.
It didn't happen.
Nothing happened to his doghouse?
Matter of fact, that top, he had been biting on that top, and he ate snaps up, and the top had come off. It had been off, and I came out and put that top on that morning because they were saying it was gonna rain and stuff. I got some brown masking tape to just hold it. It didn't even come off, and the only thing was holding was that brown tape.
So how did it get off now?
He keep jumping up on it.
Oh, he keeps jumping.
Yeah.
He's probably sitting on top of that house.
Yeah. He keep jumping up on it.
So he's doing more damage than the tornado.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah.
Trey Jr.